thought it sounded so fun, and it sounded like such a great premise for all of the cast that he wanted to kind of play and do something interesting. And then when I read the story, I was really kind of touched by the story. I thought it was actually really sweet and really grounded, and it had kind of comedy and all kinds of, you know, really serious moments and everything. So I thought he did a really good job at kind of creating a really unique tone that I had never seen before.
I felt the same way. It just sounded unlike anything I had heard before, and when Jeff talked to me about it, you know, Aubrey was already going to do it, and I'm sure he mentioned Molly and the idea of Dave being in it as well. And I think also I just was excited about the idea of going to Italy with a bunch of friends to make a crazy nun movie. It just seemed like a great adventure.
Yeah, I was saying before that I used to go after school, we got extra credit if we would go pray with Sister Rosemary, and she lived in this really plain house, and we would sip orange juice and pray with her, and I would just kind of like study her. Like I was like, this is fascinating. This poor young girl giving up her life for God. I felt bad for her. I thought she seemed sad. And then years later, she was seen at the golf course with a mini skirt. She'd left a convent, and I was so happy that she was free, whooping it up.
It's just the idea that it's not like these women are denouncing their religion to do, you know, sexual activity. They just don't even think of themselves as being very religious. You know, my character, I think, even thinks that she's just sort of spending a couple years at this convent until she gets married, and obviously learns very early in the movie that that's not going to happen, and then is just very depressed and is just like searching for an outlet for these emotions. I guess that's where it becomes relatable, is just when you think of any women or any person who feels like they have things inside of them that they can't fully express, and that stuff will always find a way to bubble to the surface.